Hello friends, this is Ashwath from Sud.in. Today we are here to discuss about the Sankalp Patra, that is the election manifesto of the Bharatiya Janata Party for 2019 Lok Sabha elections. This is a very comprehensive manifesto running around 46 pages and covering different sections of the policy items. Now, not going into the depth of each and every point of it, let us look into what are the top 10 manifesto items which have been promised by the BJP. The manifesto straight away talks about zero tolerance approach towards terrorism. So this is something which is very welcome given the recent incidents of Pulwama and the subsequent airstrikes which we conducted. Second, the NRC, which is already a contentious part, that is being going to be implemented in other parts of the country. Now the timeline is not defined, but that is also something which is very welcome along with the citizenship amendment bill. Third, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Mantri Yojana, which was only available for farmers who are having till 2 hectares of land. Now that is extended to all the farmers. Now this is a major policy announcement or a promise which have been done in the manifesto, which is going to really please the farming community. Every farmer is going to get rupees 6,000 per year. This is huge. Fourth, everyone who are having Kisan credit card, though those people may opt for interest-free loans, which is up to 1 lakh rupees, and the payment moratorium can be paid in within 1 to 5 years. That is also something which is very compelling for the farming community. Fifth, the government promises, BJP promises Pakka houses for families who are either living in Kacha houses right now or who don't have access to housing by 2022. That is also a very lofty promise, very challenging, but something which is very good. Sixth, now this is something which is going to please the entrepreneurial community, which is the creation of a seed startup fund of rupees 20,000 crore. The government also promises that in the next 5 years, they will ensure that around 50 cities will be covered with strong metro network. So this is also a very big promise which is going to capture the imagination of the public. Imagine 50 cities having very strong metro services. Coming to the 8th point, the BJP are offering higher interest rates on the fixed deposits which are done by Divyangs. Next up, government talks about Sabarimala, which was a very tricky issue. Now what they have said is that they are going to secure the constitutional protection on issues related to faith and belief. This is what they have said as far as Sabarimala is concerned. So this is also quite welcome for the Hindu community. Lastly, it is a very novel way of offering 75 policy items, 75 promises to be completed in 75, which is by 2022 the nation will complete 75 years of independence. That is also something which is very welcome. Now let us look at areas where the manifesto could have done a little more better or could have provided more clarity. One is the 25 lakh crore investment which is going to go in the agri-rural sector. Now how that is going to happen, when is that going to happen, what would be the modus operandi of that, that is not very clearly laid out. There is no mention of smart cities, there is no mention of Skill India programs which were much touted about in 2014. And there is also no emphasis for generating cleaner fuels, which is need of the hour. There is no focus towards that area, or there is no focus on cutting edge research on something like thorium. So those are some things which the BJP could have looked into and could have added in their manifesto. Lastly, some of the items in the 75 list are quite subjective, like increase the cropped area under irrigation. Now that is something which is very difficult to quantify. And then there is a working towards increase in the number of seats in premier management, engineering as well as law institutes. Now that is also something which is very subjective in nature and could have been a little more better worded. All said and done, this is a very promising manifesto by BJP. A lot of promises, very challenging and uphill tasks which are defined, especially the 75 and 75, which basically gives them just 3 years, just under 3 years to deliver those 75 promises. Well, BJP is backing themselves to be back in power and with full majority. That is very clearly reflecting in their manifesto. Thank you for watching this video.